we are going to be discussing issue number 3 of Thor. So, issue number 3 of Thor. Talked about issue number 2, excuse me. And for those that are not keeping up with this story, basically what it does is it deals with, Black Winter or what have you, which is the plague that ended the universe, the previous universe to the one that exists right now. If you know, Galactus is one of the members that survived that. And what they're trying to do now is stop that plague essentially from infesting and ending this particular universe. And in order for that to happen, they believe, with the help of Silver Surfer, that he can consume the special energy, because that's what Galactus does. He consumes planets' energy. That's how he stays him. And they are going on this journey, so they give him the strength so he can fight this off. Now, what this deals with, in addition to that, is now Thor is Galactus's herald, or more so has the power that Galactus's herald would then have. But it's not in a way that's corny. And this is what I enjoy about it. Give props to Donny Cates. He's been doing a decent job on this for going in 3 issues. But what I like about it in terms of how that dynamic works, that Thor is now, well, you may not know, he's almost all father of Asgard. Now, that's what Thor is. So what I enjoy about it is that, yes, he's all father, he's Thor, but in addition, he has his power that Galactus' herald would then grant him. And the thing that I find enjoyable about it is that there's a conflict there in itself, because he can't control Thor. And you've seen in like this issue, you'll see in this issue, and you'll see in the previous issue where Thor is checking him. Granted, they're going on this journey to consume these planets alone, or not alone, they're together. But it's not one of those things where like Galactus is just that's just his puppet, right? That's not what this is. Thor is fighting him back. Like, dude, I'm doing this to save this universe, and that's it. Like, I got this power, but you can't control me. I'm not your slave. What, though, I love about this isn't even just that. It deals with another fight between Beta Ray Bill and Thor. And if you know the history, this is really how we got introduced to Beta Ray Bill. Is him having that's why the whole Stormbreaker was created, because Beta Ray Bill was essentially the victor in that. And the thing I love about this is that it goes and revisits that, because the reason they're fighting is like, again, you see all this happening, and Beta Ray Bill is like, I can't believe you working with this dude, man. And I need to check him. I need you to get out the way and check him, as in Galactus. But he's like, dude, in order to do this, you got to go through me, Thor. So though Thor has good intentions, because he's only doing this to save the world, the universe, and it's a tough decision to make, but it forces him to have to ally with Galactus, and Beta Ray Bill takes issue with that. But there's this fight, and it revisits some bits and pieces of that original fight, because he kind of mentions it. He says, where is it at? And by the way, they don't want to fight each other, both of them. Thor's like, man, stand down. I don't want to. He's like, brother, stand down. They don't want to fight each other. They're only doing this because of, this is the situation. And there's a shot, I'm trying to find it. And Beta Ray Bill's like, how can you still even lift that hammer? And all of this, and, the whole Stormbreaker Mjolnir dynamic is really present, as Beta Ray Bill, he throws the hammer at Beta Ray Bill, the Mjolnir, and he catches it. But he can pull it back. So he's like about to rip his arm off, because he's holding it and he's like summoning it. And instead of it pulling his arm off, he grabs a Stormbreaker. And it ends up shattering, because he throws, like, it's a great art right here, where Beta Ray Bill has the Mjolnir and blocks the hit with the Stormbreaker, and the Stormbreaker shatters. So again, they're just fighting, and then who is a Sith that pops up at the end of it? But it's I love it. I love it because it doesn't feel, you have the dynamic between Galactus and Thor, but also them revisiting this idea that he can still pick this Mjolnir up, and they have that conflict, and they were visiting old school stuff. I'm trying to find the dialogue. Here it is. It said, "Bill, let go. I will take your arm if I must, but there's no power in the universe strong enough to stop my hammer once called to my hand." He's basically saying, I will rip your hand off. But, dang, that's not even what I thought that was it. It was some dialogue between it that really catches the... Oh, and yes, so you guys can see. And I will be showing this digitally, but, of course, the code doesn't work. But he's like, I took your power. You didn't give it. Again, he's fighting Bill, and then he's fighting Galactus at the same time. I was looking at this because Galactus like, bro, you think you can resist my control? And he's like, you didn't give me this power, bro. I took it. You know, this is my power. I took it. So he's fighting Galactus. It's not like he's just being a slave to him. Again, he's only doing this because he's trying to save this universe. So, you know, you got Beta Ray Bill checking him, saying that, you know, you're dishonoring Asgard and all this stuff. But I'm trying to find the bit where he says something along the lines like, there was once upon a time we were equal. We fought as equals. But today isn't that day, because not only do I have his power, I'm now the All-Father of Asgard. Here it is. He says, yes, I possess the power of Herald of Galactus, as well as the powers befit from the All-Father of Asgard, all added to my own. So he's basically saying, in addition to what I had when you fought me before, I have this addition now. And he says, in the past, you and I have fought and been equal. This will not be that. So he's saying, like, yeah, back in the gap, you may have, you know, considering the situation, we may have been fighting as equals, but not anymore. This is not the case. We are well above that. And I really do enjoy the approach that this is having, not only to this whole end of the universe, which Marvel has a lot of in the universe events, but they're revisiting the fight between him and Beta Ray Bill. And I know a lot of guys are fans of Beta Ray Bill. I still think it's a crime that they would dare show in the Marvel Cinematic Universe before Eric Masterson's Thor or Beta Ray Bill, you get Jane Foster's Thor. Like, to me, that's a crime. But I just wanted to report on that because I know you guys are fans of, a lot of guys are fans of Beta Ray Bill. So if you haven't picked up, it's only 3 issues in. So it's you can get caught up really easily. If you want to read issue number 3, I give it a positive review so far in terms of the direction that this book is going.